In quiet neighborhoods, power goes wrong.
The fire started quietly. No explosion. No warning. Just smoke creeping under the door while my disabled daughter sat alone inside our home, unable to run, unable to escape. Across the street, the HOA president stood watching. Arms crossed. Face calm. And when someone screamed, "There's a child in there," she replied with words that would destroy her life forever. "That's not my responsibility." She thought she had power. She thought she was untouchable. What she didn't know was that I was trained for situations exactly like this. Silver Creek Estates looked like the kind of neighborhood people bragged about. Perfect lawns. Identical mailboxes. Quiet streets where nothing ever seemed to go wrong. But that perfection came with a price. Control. Every blade of grass, every parked car, every small change had to be approved by the homeowners association. And at the top of it all was Karen Whitmore. Karen wasn't loud. She wasn't dramatic. She was worse. Cold. Calculated. And addicted to authority. She had been HOA president for 6 years, and during that time, neighbors learned one rule very quickly. Karen always got her way. My name is Michael Reyes. I kept to myself. I didn't attend HOA meetings. I didn't argue. I lived there with my daughter, Lily. Lily was 12 years old. She was also disabled. A spinal condition left her unable to walk without assistance. Most days, she used a wheelchair. On good days, she could stand for short moments, but running? Never. She was gentle. Soft-spoken. Brilliant. She loved drawing, reading, and sitting by the front window watching the world go by. She waved at neighbors. Some waved back. Karen never did. Our first problem started with a wheelchair ramp. Doctors recommended it. The city approved it. Permits were filed and cleared. But Karen didn't like it. She called it an eyesore. She sent violation notices weekly. Unauthorized structure. Non-compliant design. Must be removed. I appealed. I submitted paperwork. Karen rejected everything. One day, she looked directly at Lily and said, "This neighborhood isn't built for special accommodations." I felt my jaw tighten. But I said nothing. Because I believed rules could be handled calmly. I was wrong. 3 weeks before the fire, a final notice arrived. HOA will remove unauthorized modifications at homeowners' expense. No date. No time. No warning. I documented it. Photographed it. Saved emails. That habit would later save my daughter's life. The fire happened on a Tuesday. Ordinary. Quiet. I left the house at 2:10 p.m. to buy groceries. Lily stayed behind, sitting in the living room, watching her favorite show. She texted me, "Be safe, Dad." I replied, "Back soon. Lock the door." That was the last normal moment of our lives. At 2:26 p.m., a private contractor hired by the HOA arrived. No city inspector. No fire marshal. No supervision. They went straight to the ramp. Power tools sparked. Dry wood caught. Wind carried flame. Within minutes, smoke crawled up the siding. Neighbors smelled it first. Someone shouted. Someone screamed. Someone called 911. Karen arrived moments later. She saw the smoke. She heard Lily crying from inside. A neighbor yelled, "She's disabled. She can't get out." Karen looked at the house. Then at the contractor. Then back at the fire. And said, "It's not my responsibility. The homeowner wasn't compliant." Those words were recorded. By phones. By security cameras. By fate. Firefighters arrived fast. They broke windows. They carried Lily out, coughing, shaking, terrified. Smoke inhalation. Burns on her hands. But she was alive. Barely. When I arrived, the house was already destroyed. I dropped the groceries. I ran to the ambulance. Lily clung to me and whispered, "Daddy." I was scared. I held her. And inside, something changed. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I didn't touch Karen. I simply looked at her. She smirked. She thought this was over. She had no idea it had just begun. Karen believed she was protected. By the HOA. By contracts. By technicalities. She didn't know who she was dealing with. I never told anyone I was a former Navy SEAL. I didn't need to. Because I knew one thing. Evidence always wins. Fire marshals found negligence. The contractor admitted they were rushed. Body cams captured Karen's statements. The city discovered multiple violations. Then came the bigger charge. Endangerment of a disabled child. That wasn't an HOA issue. That was criminal. Karen was removed as HOA president within 48 hours. She was arrested a week later. Charges included criminal negligence, child endangerment, abuse of authority, destruction of property. Civil lawsuits followed. She lost her job. Her reputation collapsed. Neighbors testified. Emails surfaced. Patterns emerged. She had done this before. Just never with consequences. Until now. We won the case. Medical bills covered. Damages awarded. HOA dissolved. Our home was rebuilt, safer, accessible, protected. On the day we moved back in, Lily looked at the new ramp and smiled. She asked me, "Daddy, can she hurt us again?" I knelt beside her and said, "No. She can't hurt anyone now." Rules without compassion become cruelty. Power without accountability becomes evil. And no matter how untouchable someone thinks they are, truth always burns brighter than fire.